awesome. I feel so weird right now. Not weird really, but I don't know. I think I'm nervous because I haven't done this alone in a while. I haven't done the podcast alone in a while. The last time I did the pod alone was season 2, first episode, doing a recap on 2020, 2019. I don't remember. But I'm not alone for no reason. And I decided that I wanted to bring forward something that I haven't done in a while. And some of you have been asking me to do this actually, because what I've realized is that there's been tons of music that's been dropped, and some of you have been asking me, hey, when are you doing another review, because we really want to know what you're listening to, and I also always want to know what everybody is listening to. I really am interested in getting to know what you guys are jamming to, especially stuff that's new. I have not even said welcome. Welcome to the Side Sessions podcast. Cy Jones over here. Doing a solo episode today simply because it is about that time where I catch you up on what's hot and what's new in the music scene, and just to kind of link you up with the 411 as to what's been happening. But before I start, I really want to know what you guys have been listening to. What's new that you guys have been listening to? What's new that you want to share with me and say, hey, Cy, this is what I've been listening to. This is what I want you to get onto. And you know what? I'm open-minded. I'm always open-minded to listening to new music. I'm always open-minded to hearing exactly what every person has to say to me when it comes to what they are playing and what they're listening to. So hit me up with that. Hit me up in the comments. Hit me up on my socials at SI_JonesZA. Let me know exactly what you're listening to. Always here to listen up. I'm live at the pod party, as you can tell. And it's all about music. So I want to start with some mentionables, because I realized that the whole year we haven't done any of the reviews. We haven't done any of the music recaps. I haven't told you guys exactly what you should be listening to. So I want to mention some mentionables of some stuff that popped up to me a couple of months ago, and I really want you to get your ear in on them because it's some hot music. Okay, one of my favorites was CEO. I am CEO on Twitter. I am CEO on Instagram, and I also think it's King CEO on Facebook. You know her, and I reckon her to be one of the best vocalists. Not even based on vocal ability, but also just based on the penning. Oh, CEO will write for your heart. She will write for you to be like, oh my goodness, what's going on right now? She's a poet when she pens and when she puts that lyric on the music. She's a freaking poet. So she released an album called Torn Tapestries. And if you are into some very electronic, relaxed, like a fusion of R&B meets electronic music, that's the vibe you should be tapping into. CEO's Torn Tapestries is the way to go. I just want to make sure how many tracks she has on that album. Because CEO delivers all the time. Let me check quickly. CEO Torn Tapestries. I'm using Apple Music, just so you know, just so I don't get my information wrong. I believe in Apple Music. There we go. Torn Tapestries by CEO. Album. It's an 11-track album. And I believe that she's got Alchemy, Heartburn. My heart is on fire just thinking about it. Because I remember I had to curate a playlist for Superbalist, and Heartburn was on the playlist. So you can still check out the playlist on Superbalist. I'm gonna link it down below for you, just so you can see what kind of music I curated for that playlist. But she does have this 11-track album that she released, I think, in about August or something like that, or just before August. And it's a fire one that you need to get yourselves linked up on. Another mentionable, Tribe Franco. Tribe Franco released an album in August as well called Nopo Money. I was at his listening session. It's a beautiful, not an album, an EP. Beautiful EP, beautiful sounds, you'd be like, Maboro, did you travel to like Ibiza, Jamaica, just to get the influence that you got on the song? But because that's what you hear. So if you are into the tribal drums, meet some exotic sounds, Nopo Money by Tribe Franco EP is the one for you. And I actually recently realized that he said something about them, about the project being taken off of streaming sites. And I'm like, why would that be the case? Now I'm speaking to his manager. His manager's like, we're having a bit of a feud with the majors, Sony and what. I'm like, is that really true? What's the real truth? So I want to get the true tea from the guy himself. So I want to give him a call and kind of ask him, my boy, what happened? Why did they take your EP out of the streaming sites? And some people might think that it's because it's reached such high listenerships that it might be bots. Like, okay, do they do that? Do they have the right to do that? Even if it is bots, but do they have the right to do that though? I have no idea. But I want to give him a call and kind of like check on him and be like, bro, what is the real reason as to why they took your EP out of the freaking streaming sites? Mob, what do you want to say to me? Okay, I'm definitely ready to make the call now. So I have to take out my headphones because I have to be technically correct to make this phone call. So Mob is like, I need you to take out your headphones so that I can be able to hear. Or is it for me, Mob? It's for me to hear, right? So that I can be able to hear. Here you go. So that we can make a proper conversation and a proper phone call with him. I hope he picks up, but as far as I know, he will pick up because he said that he's available to take the call. Plug it in where? To the headphone jack. Can I hear Yes, I can hear myself. Hello, Sai. Okay, I'm about to give Tribe Franco a call just so I can ask him, yo, what the hell is the real tea on why exactly they took your project out of the streaming sites? And I wanted to start with this simply because I've got so much to share with you today, and I didn't want to waste any time with things like this. I wanted to make sure that I get it on record right now. Hi.
Hey, Mzan.
Ngiyaphila unjani?
And right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Lalela ne. I'm shooting the pod right now, and I'm doing I'm doing like reviews of some projects that just dropped, and your EP ne is one of my mentionables from August. Ne?
What you want, Zani?
Kiri, I'm shooting my pod ne. So I wanted to call you because your Nopo Money EP is one of my mentionables from August.
Okay.
Okay, so listen, I realized something because recently you posted that they removed Inatsika EP Yako from the streaming sites, and I was just like, why did they do that? So I was like, Flip, I need to give Frank a call right now and ask him why on earth did they do that?
Okay.
So what's up? What's the real tea?
Wait, so you asking what's the real thing?
Yes, I'm asking why did they remove your EP from the streaming sites? That's something so odd to happen. So I was wondering, as I'm doing the mentionable, the review right now for Nopo Money, I'm like, no, Flip, I remember him saying that they removed this project. So I was like, why did they remove the project?
Oh, from the email that I got, they said it doesn't make sense for somebody who's an independent artist
Oh!
to actually, for an independent artist to pull out those numbers.
You're joking.
Especially who's not famous, because I'm famous. I'm still trying to.
You talk famous.
No, I mean it. What I'm trying to say is, I'm not in a space as a brand to pull up like 2,000 people, then I'm famous,
Yeah.
But at the moment, it's just trying to pull up on a level 400, on a level 5, whatever. But obviously it's not the same, yabo.
So what did they
Abo St. John's bona ke bagcwala stadium yafumana.
So what do they think exactly? Like, did they assume that it's bots? But even if it was bots, it's okay. It's your bots. So they were like, no, it doesn't make sense. So we need to remove it.
Yeah, but they took it back because they saw what they made a mistake, you know.
That's so odd, though. I think I didn't even know that they could do that. To be honest with you.
Yeah, and Nakona, they also made me realize, but you know what? In the industry, there's so many people that are watching that don't want things to happen a certain way, you know.
How did that make you feel, though? Just so I know.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it kind of, I think for me, it helped me.
It helped you. It kind of motivated you.
Not besides motivating me, but it put me in a space where I realized that, you know what, fuck, and like, I made the right decision by starting over, take out all the music, and just put this one focus, which is Nopo Money. When somebody searches Trap Frank, they find only that, you know, because I was starting over from what I've been doing, you know. So it made me realize, Gucci, honestly, people are listening.
And the
they
marketing
just
was
want,
aggressive, mate. Hey, the marketing was very aggressive.
Yeah, nyabo. So they people just want to, because what I realized about people, man, people will talk about you, but they need to find confidence in that as well.
Yeah.
So that's when other revenue streams like radio, like videos and all that come together, and like top events. If I can have like 2 or 3 of those events, then it's gonna put me in a different space, yabo. But them removing the project put me on that space without me having to do certain gigs, because now I have celebrities, I have people calling me and saying, you know what, fuck, how can I help you? How can I? So it has put me in a space where people, as much as they're watching, they felt like, oh, if this would have happened to me, it was not going to be cool. So it was sentimental for me.
Okay, I didn't know. I thought that perhaps when you chose to remove the project yourself, now that I know that they removed it, I know the full story. I'm like, bruh, are you okay? Are you good though?
No, honestly, I'm trying, man.
Okay.
And I was telling Ulsi, but you know what? This is the time where you just go into your shell and take it easy on yourself, because there's so much that's still gonna come, which with fame and with all these things. But as long as you know what you're in the right place and you're easy on yourself, everything will just come into place. You know?
No, I feel you. You know what, Frank? I really appreciate you telling me the story. Actually, Nyana, I really appreciate you telling me the story. The podcast, like I said, and you know what I want to ask you? What new music have you been listening to besides you, of course?
I've been listening to this other lady called Fiona Hart.
Sure.
I've been listening to Fatoma Diawara, like an African sound. I've been listening to a lot of Chronics.
Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of Bob Marley as well.
Okay. Bob Marley has new music.
I'm
asking about new stuff, bro.
No, my dad used to listen to Bob Marley every day, literally.
Okay.
So listening to him now just puts me in a different space, you know.
Okay.
To understand what, you know. I think that's why I even released Nopo Money.
Yeah.
Because Nopo Money is not a project that I was planning. The one I'm planning is the one I have now that I'm almost done with, you know.
Do you want to give me a little bit of like a teaser thing that you can share with us as to what that, like a release date or what we can expect from that?
Release date I'm not gonna even put out. I think the only thing
What can you tell me?
I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna talk about it on the same day of the release.
Okay, I got you.
So I'm gonna be quiet for such a long time and just let Nopo Money do its thing.
Oh yeah. No man.
Then we're showing a surprise.
Nah, I'm happy about Nopo Money. Actually, I'm very congratulations on it, and thank you so much.
I'm really grateful.
Yeah, thank you for having the chat with me. funny. Listen, but listen. Now, what I want to know, because I'm doing reviews of albums or albums that just dropped. What album are you listening to that's new? Like, what's standing out for you?
Um, like I said, for me,
You're in your own zone.
there's an album, Fiona Heart. I'm really
Okay.
really enjoying that.
Okay.
I think maybe it's because of where I am mentally now.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying. Oh, 40. Shit.
See,
Shit.
do you see?
I saw your interview with him and I was like, fuck, let me just check it out.
Yeah.
I downloaded it. I listened to it the whole day. I
Fire,
never
ne?
listened to albums the whole day. I was fucking amazing.
Fire, ne? Something new, something revolutionary.
Yeah, I enjoy that album as well. I'm an album person.
Me too.
If I find one song and others are not going hard, then I delete the whole album.
Yeah.
But if the album is
banger.
taking me to a certain space, then I work on.
Me too.
That, you know?
Me too. Okay, cool. I need to.
And I think another person is Fatuma Diawara. I'm really enjoying.
Okay. Thank you for that. I think I need to go now and continue with the rest of the review. Thank you, Ne. You must enjoy your day. I'll hit you up when I'm done.
All right, thank you.
Sharp, mate. Bye. Okay, wow, that was Tribe Franco talking to me about Nopo Money. I feel like I'm back to doing radio right now and no longer doing a podcast because I'm doing the links like we used to do back on radio. So that was Tribe Franco talking to me about his current drop, EP Nopo Money, telling me about how they removed it from the streaming sites. And that didn't make sense to me, but clearly they think that someone who doesn't have that kind of level of fame, which by the way is classist, isn't it? Mob, is it not classist? It's the reality. Mob says it's the reality. I think it's classist, but I guess it is the reality. It makes me mad, though. I'm not going to lie. It makes me mad. It makes me really, 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 really mad. Now, on to another mentionable. DJ Kabila also dropped an album. And you know what? I had some mixed feelings about this album, but I don't know if I should be talking about my mixed feelings about it. I think the album is called A New Dawn. I don't know. Maybe you can tell me what you thought about the project as soon as you saw it drop. Maybe you can tell me what you think about it. Hey, Rua. Maybe you can tell me what you thought about it. Maybe you can tell me how you felt about it. I feel like now I don't want to take off my headphones because I can hear myself so clearly. But I don't know if I look cute. I don't know if I look cute, but I feel like taking them off. So yeah. DJ Kabila did drop an album called A New Dawn. Like I said, I have mixed feelings about it. I have mixed feelings. But I'm going to talk about it anyway because I am a DJ Kabila fan. I've been waiting for a body of music to drop from him, something new, something fresh. 12-track album. Some Afro there, some Afro mixed with a lot of vocals as well. DJ Kabila blows my mind, so I had mixed feelings, like I said, but if you have a different opinion, please let me know. Drop down below in the comments. Let me know what you think. But also, please do let me know. It's very important for me to know what you think. If you haven't listened to it, please go listen to it and pull up on me with what you think. Mob, do you have a response to me? Oh, I thought you had something to say.
In terms of?
Huh?
In terms of?
I forgot now. In terms of me being mad about Frank's EP being removed from the streaming sites for no reason. Him just being like
I said, it's just life, bro. And also at the same time, I'm not here to throw out conspiracies, right?
I love them.
But just because Tribe and his people didn't, let's say, employ bots, doesn't mean no one has done bots.
But is it a problem to do bots? It's your bots, it's your money.
No.
I don't see a problem, me. Like I guess maybe it's
fake traffic.
It's fake.
Yeah.
And it kind of, the image of it kind of is not cute, but it's my bots. I paid money for them.
Yeah.
That's another opinion that I think we should think about.
If what to do this, if the terms and service of Spotify, TuneCore, all of these DSPs don't allow bots, then unfortunately you can have your money, but you have to play by their rules. You understand?
They don't even pay that much.
It's unfair.
Yeah.
So
It is what it is.
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, moving on to the next mentionable. So I want to move on to September releases. So as you heard, I just want to start with DJ 40's Decade, and you heard Frank mention it. And we talked about it extensively on the last episode. If you haven't seen it, pull up on it, watch the last episode. I sat down with DJ 40. We talked about everything and also talked about his latest album. And also I had the pleasure of hosting his listening session. Shout out to you, DJ 40, for that. Man, you know DJ 40. And he released the album. We talked about it, like I said. It's called Decade. Great fusion of Afro and some Amapiano, like he said. And it's not even a distasteful fusion. It's a pretty dope fusion. So if you're listening to DJ 40's Decade, or if you've listened to it, just let me know what you think. Hit me up. I really, really, really want to know. And I'm sure he also wants to know as well. But to me, it's my mentionable. It's one of the hottest albums I've heard drop from 2022. Sorry, a song that I love just played right now. I want to move on to G Washington. Okay, so G Washington released an EP called Pronounced as G Washington. Cool. I understand why he had to title that, because I think people are getting his name confused, because the spelling is kind of, I guess, confusing to some people, but it's like, how are you confused? So he titled the project Pronounced as G Washington. It's an EP. When I say that a song, an album, a project has all the songs that I would play in it, this is the one that I'm talking about. G Washington, shout out to him. He always sends me promos. And I love you for that. Like, G Washington, if I haven't told you that I love you for sending me promos, I love you for sending me promos. So G Washington always sends me promos, and I really, really, really adore that. And funny enough, now that I'm going on Apple Music, I can't find this project. Did G Washington... Why is it not on Apple Music? Why is it not on Apple Music? Okay, maybe it's under another name. Okay, hold on. Maybe it's on another name. Just waiting. Hey, this is what? This project was on Apple Music. I don't know why it's not on Apple Music. Maybe I should check the smart link that he sent me. Because that would be weird as well. That would be so weird. But it is, like I said, one of my mentionables for today. I did say Fire EP. If you like some dance music, some nice dance Afro, that's the one you should be going for. And if it's still available. Okay, there it is, Apple Music. Let's see, because I just checked the link tree. I just want to check quickly whether it's available or not. I hope it is, because if it's not, I'll be so sad. And it will make me feel that I should have done this sooner for you. Oh, there we go. Ooh, I got nervous. Oh my goodness. Pronounced as G Washington is on Apple Music, on all digital streaming sites. It's a 5-track EP. And like I said, if you're into like it's very dancey Afro tech and really vibey for the club, like I said, I would play any one of those songs. This is the project you should get yourself onto. And don't forget to hit me up as I speak. Let me know exactly if you are vibing with any of the stuff that I'm vibing with. And if you're vibing with anything else, I also would love to know that, because I really want to know what you guys are listening to. Next on my September mention, okay, this guy, he's also been a guest, by the way, on the pod. Ed Soul and Newtown Soul, guys. They released an album called Feel. Is it an album? I'm not sure if it's an album, but there is a project called Feel the Music. And I think my freshest impression was, okay, oh my gosh, the mixing and mastering is pretty dope. But Ed Soul is one of the few people who are keeping soulful house music in South Africa alive. Let that sink in. one of the few people who are keeping soulful house music alive. And I'm not saying that soulful house is dead. No genre under the umbrella of house music is dead, but we're just receiving each genre differently. What is she doing? we just receive each genre differently, and we sometimes vibe more with a specific genre, and then we end up giving our energy less to another genre. But listen, when I say that Ed Soul is one of the few people that are currently carrying the shoulders of soulful house music on their shoulders, it is this guy. So Feel the Music, you guys. Feel the Music is a 10-track album. I think it is an album. It's a 10-track album, and it has no skips. It has no age restriction. And I also think it might be a timeless piece of work, in the sense that in the next 10 years, you'll listen to it and still enjoy it. It has replay value. You can listen to it in the afternoon, enjoy it on the weekend. If you're a 9-to-5er, listen to it on the weekend, jam to it, and have fun with it. If I'm wrong with any of these reviews, let me know. But I don't think I am wrong. Not to toot my own horn, but I don't think I'm wrong. So yeah, check out Feel the Music by Ed Soul. And I think I haven't mentioned when I started this, but the Side Sessions website is dropping soon. And probably by the end of November it's going to be out, and I will have all of this music, I'll have all of the reviews on the website, just so you guys can have a streamlined place where you can find everything that you can listen to. I'm excited for that. So whoop, we're growing, and thank God for that. I think those are all my September mentionables, actually. Those are my September mentionables. If you want to hit me up with anything else that you feel like was a good September listen for you, something that dropped in September, hit me up with that. I'm sure a lot of Amapiano people dropped as well, and unfortunately the sound doesn't speak to me. So I try to listen, but I know I don't get far, and I would love to review it, but it wouldn't be a genuine review, because I know I would struggle listening to the entire project. But I know that they dropped, and if you feel like I should listen to anyone specific from Amapiano, please let me know from the September phase. But I'm pretty sure in October they did drop. I remember the journalist DJ sharing the fact that Buhle dropped, and she's one of the leading Amapiano vocalists. Let me know what you think of her project. I, for one, like I said, it doesn't speak to me that much, so maybe you can speak to me about it. Please catch me here. Okay, on to my October releases. October. Okay, I'm gonna start with the fact that Morda from Black Motion, as you know, Black Motion they're kind of doing their own thing as individuals now. So Morda dropped a solo album called Asante. Okay. So I don't know if you've listened to Asante, and if you have, I really want to get your first impressions on that. Shoot me up, hit me up, let me know what your first impressions were on Asante. But here were my first impressions. I wrote them down for you. I'm going to read them word for word. There is no album like this sonically. You can hear some exotic influences, still tribal, what did I write here? But Marimba Islander vibes is what I wrote. But Marimba Islander vibes. The songs have vocal features from the first to the last track, and when I say I enjoyed an album, I enjoyed this album. And the funny thing was that for me, I wanted to hear what Morda would be doing as a solo person. Same as Thabo Smalls as well. I want to hear what they would do as individuals. What exactly was their production value in the group for one another. So when I listened to this album, I was like, okay. You can hear that the percussion's kings, the drums are still there, the melodies are still on point, and you're just like, okay, this is an interesting, refreshing thing to come across. But that's what I thought. My other point was repeat value on a high and commercial value on an even higher. So that means that the song will be on repeat on the radio it'll play on the radio and you will not get tired of it. This album will play back to back and you will not get tired of it. So I really think that you should get in on it. But Morda is pretty famous. I'm pretty sure you have listened to it because like he's famous. He's famous. But if you have not listened to it, let me know what you think. Pull up on me. And then my next, guys, I literally wrote, I love this album, capital letters. Can you see that? Okay, never mind my phone. Can you see that? Can you see I wrote, I love this album in capital letters. Can you see that? I love this album in capital letters. I wrote that. I was like, oh my goodness, I love this album. So I think it's not an understatement for me to say I love this album, but I loved this album. I love this album. We listened to it on our way to a gig yesterday in Edenvale, and I'm just like, this album is beautiful. So this is me now. This is me. I wrote, I would love to hear what Morda and Cairo would do. I mean, we did hear what Cairo and Black Motion could do, but what Morda and Cairo as a collabo, maybe I'm asking for too much, I don't know. What's up with that face?
When you say Cairo, you mean like the kid?
No, Cairo as in Cairo. Mob, you cannot be with me. Cairo.
Okay, no, it's fine.
Mob is gonna put up a picture of Cairo.
It's not that. Just given who, Morda's with, the child.
Okay.
Yeah, so realistically.
But what are you talking about? Because he named his album after his son. Is it a girl or a boy?
Wait, who's Morda?
Morda is the Black Motion. You know the Black Motion?
Yes.
So he's the dark in complexion one.
Yes.
Not the shorter one. The dark in complexion one
Who's
who
with
always
DJ
wears a hat. Morda.
Yes.
I should have just said DJ Zintle's partner.
Yes. What's DJ Zintle's daughter's name?
Asante.
No, the one before that.
Cairo.
Exactly.
Oh! No, not that Cairo.
Yeah, so for a
Not
moment
that
I was
Cairo.
just like, what? Hold on, sorry. Obviously, don't mind me.
Yeah, okay. Not your field. Not his field. Not that Cairo. But Cairo, the producer, DJ, overall superstar producer. That Cairo. Would love to hear what they would work on. We know what they did as Black Motion, of course, with Black Motion, but now it's like, okay, now I'm craving. Like, I'm being greedy. I'm being greedy. I want to hear. Okay, let's move on to another October mentionable. And October is now, by the way. So by the time this drops, you will definitely have opinions on these albums. I'm pretty sure of it. Let's move on to another mentionable for October. Okay, JAZZUELLE. I don't know if you've listened to JAZZUELLE's latest offering, Neo. I hope it's Neo or Neo. And man, like, I think that album made me emotional a little bit. And not emotional like bad, but emotional in the happy sense. I even wrote here, I love this music. Okay, you probably can't see that. I'm writing in capital letters, but I literally wrote, I love this music. Invoking so many emotions. Come back made me so happy. I wanted to cry. I don't know what I was writing, but it made me so happy. I wanted to cry, honestly speaking. From the first track to the last, JAZZUELLE's Neo did the damn thing. And you know what? Like I said, it's when people decide that they want to put their whole body of work, they want to put their souls into chords, drums, beat patterns, into music, those people aren't playing, bro. They're not playing. And I feel like that's what JAZZUELLE did. And I actually want to have JAZZUELLE on the pod. Like, I should have JAZZUELLE on the pod next and just to kind of have a conversation with him about his journey leading up to this album, because, man, this is a beautiful piece of work. From track 1, it has 13 tracks rather. It has 13 tracks, and it's something that I really feel that you should hit yourself up on. And I actually, since I'm very keen on hearing what everybody's listening, I hit up on my Facebook at @Sai_Jones, by the way. Hit me up, follow me on my Facebook. I hit up my Facebook and I asked, what are y'all jamming to that's new? My favorite question to ask. And one of the first comments was JAZZUELLE's Neo. And I was like, bro, you've got an ear, because that is a beautiful piece of work, and it's beautiful music. Yo, Jazzwell, shout out to you. You did great for us. You did great for us. And like I said, if I don't like something that much, I'm probably not gonna mention it, just because I am not a hater. Well, sometimes I am, but I don't feel like being a hater right now. It's pointless. You get me? So, and then I have another mentionable, which is a guy called El Payo. And he dropped this project. It's called In Motion. Yes, it's called In Motion. Dropped it under Stay True. And you know what? I need to also. I actually need to get like someone from Stay True, whether it's Kid Funk, probably gonna be Kid Funk, and ask Kid Funk what exactly do they listen to? What do they look for when they look for artists to sign? Because the music that they release on a Stay True is very consistent sonically, very deep, very selective, it's consistent. If you know Stay True, you will know a Stay True sound. So I'm very curious as to what exactly do they say. Do the producers make the music and then they send it to Stay True, and Stay True decides this is something that is sonically on our side or not? So I'm curious about that. I should actually ask Kid Funk if he has time to talk to me about that. Would love to know. So El Payo In Motion. Okay. So when I listen to this project, it's very jazzy, right? It feels very jazzy. And I was just like, you know what I'm thinking? My mom would love this. My dad would love this. I don't know if that's a bad thing, but that's what I was thinking. My mom would love this. My dad would love this. Like the older generation would love this. And I need to know what if that was on his mind. And I'm gonna definitely feature him on my website. It's just that it's probably all the way in PLK. So I can't exactly say, yo, pull up on me. So I need to do a feature on him and kind of get his mindset as to who he is in music, especially concerning In Motion, El Payo's In Motion, because it was a surprise. I was watching GI Personal Gears live, Noah's live, and he's playing a song, and I'm just like, flip. And I was in Cape Town at the time, playing a song, and I'm just like, flip, what is this? But like track ID tells me El Payo forgot the song. I was like, cool, let me hit El Payo up. Okay, cool. Checked. El Payo's dropping an album soon. El Payo dropped the album, listened to the album. It was a surprise. It was a beautiful surprise for me. I don't know if you guys have listened to it. If you have not, hit me up. If you have not know, rather, like, you know now what to do. You must listen to it. But if you have, hit me up. Let me know what you think about El Payo's In Motion. But this is what I wrote for it. This guy is talented. Talk about music, culture, diversity, richness. Impressive. That's what I wrote. Damn, I sound like a fangirl. But I am a fangirl for music. El Payo did something I did not expect anyone to do as an October release in this season. You expect everybody to be trying to get the number one track for summer in this season. You expect everyone to be trying to do the club bangers, the radio bangers, but El Payo was like, I'm gonna play you something for a Sunday sunset where now I'm painting a picture for you, where the sun is setting. You can see the overtones, the orange and yellow overtones. I'm gonna play you something that you can listen to on lo-fi mode. I'm gonna make something for you that you can study to, something that you can enjoy on a road trip. That's what El Payo did. So shout out to you, El Payo, and impressive body of work. Can't wait to have you on the pod. Can't wait to have you on the website. Can't just wait to talk to you, feature you in general. I cannot wait. So I think my next mention is probably it's probably people's favorite group and dance music. Yeah, probably. So if you don't know, now you know that Artwork Sounds dropped an EP called Back to Basics. And by the way, what is the phrase? Askaba hemisa, abasi hemisi at all. They're not letting us breathe because they just dropped like music a couple of months ago, and now they like, here you go again, some more stuff for you to listen to. It's like, bro, do you live in the studio? Which is what you should be doing if you're a musician, by the way. Artwork Sounds dropped an album, not an album, an EP called Back to Basics. And as you know, there are the defenders of deep soul house music. And they are also doing the Lord's work. I remember I was at Rockin' the Daisies and I happened to catch their set. And if you saw me at Rockin' the Daisies, y'all, ask me no questions, I shall tell you no lies. Especially on that Saturday evening and that Sunday afternoon. Ask me no questions, I shall tell you no lies. If you saw me, no, ask me no questions. Ask me no questions. But I just, was so glad to catch them. And, I was also backstage at the stage that they were playing at. So I was so happy. I was like on cloud 9, y'all, listening to the music that they play in. And then now acquainting myself with Back to Basics, which is the project that they just dropped. I'm like, this is euphoria. It's a sort of euphoria, and that's what music does for me. It puts me in a sort of euphoric sense. So you know what? Shout out to Artwork Sounds for keeping the deep soul movement alive. Shout out to them. Shout out to everybody who's carrying the flag. Shout out to everybody who's carrying the movement of music, be it in Afro, piano, be it in soul, whatever the genre may be, and dance music. Shout out to you, because here on the Side Sessions, we represent dance music. So that's what we're all about. So did I forget something? I don't think I did. Those are my mentionables. Actually, those are my mentionables. And I actually realized something as I was online, as I'm looking through, listening to all this music. Oh, flip. No, that's not everything. I knew I'm forgetting something. So, Boki Alt DJ on social media dropped a two-track EP called Mopaya. I hope I'm saying it right. Mopia. Hope I'm saying it right. Just two tracks. When they sent me the promo, I think it was a month or two ago, they sent me the promo, and I'm asking myself, wait, can I talk about this? Is it out yet? I hope it's out, but I didn't check if it's out on streaming, but I know that it's probably out on TrackSource. So if you want to listen to it, you'd have to go straight to TrackSource and purchase it if it's not out on streaming sites. Let me actually check right now. But it is a heavy mention for me. Let me see. Boki Alt. Let me see. Here we go. Boki Alt. It's not on Apple Music, so it's not for streaming yet. But I know you can go and purchase it on TrackSource. It's a promo EP. It's called Mopaya. 2 tracks. Fire 2 tracks. Beautiful 2 tracks. I'm going to be shooting a live mix soon that you can also hear that music on, where you can acquaint yourself with it, acquaint yourself with Boki Alt, because Boki Alt is one of the best DJs I've ever heard in my life. And that's not an understanding, in my life. And I ask myself, like, why are people not, like, why are they blind? Why are they not seeing this guy? But anyway, Boki Alt, Mopaya, go check it out on TrackSource. It's a heavy mention for me. It's a beautiful, beautiful EP, 2 tracks, like I said. And I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say about every mentionable that I mentioned to you today. If you feel like you disagree with me, please let me know. I'm always available to hear any disagreements. You can fight me. Fight me on social media. Actually, fight me. I'm here. We can talk about it. But on Twitter, it's gonna be hard. You should send me a video because I'm not good with the characters thing. So yeah, I'm ready to fight you, or you can fight me on the comments. We'll talk about it. We'll do it live. But I'm ready to hear what you guys are listening to. I'm ready to get acquainted with whatever you're doing. Yes, mob. Are you gonna tell me what you're listening to?
No, not that.
What's up?
Are you ending off? Is this your end off?
Sort of, close to it.
Do you have any more music?
No, those are all my mentionables.
Okay, so
there's a lot of music, but those are my mentionables.
Okay, cool. So for me, it's 2 questions. 2 questions? Yes. So the first one is because of the time of the year that we're at now, what do you predict is the December song?
Can I tell you something?
What is this year's Osama?
Can I tell you something? It's too soon to tell. Because
November.
Yes. That's exactly what I mean. It's too soon to tell, and it's surprising because we're in November. Do you get me? So I'm like, why? Because you can tell the trends by how they're dropping. They're not really targeting that summer song status. Like, you can hear it. They're not targeting that. They're targeting, we're dropping a body of work. We're not dropping like a single and pushing it as a single. We're not dropping a body of work and pushing a single to make it a summer single. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting. So yes, it is November. It should be about that time, but the producers and the musicians, in fact, we are just clearly we're not there yet, because I'm watching. We're not there yet.
Because last year when Osama dropped, we knew this was it.
No, Osama, we remember he did that whole Kunye show around November. Was it November or October?
Somewhere there, yeah.
Somewhere there. He did that whole show, Mosaics did the whole show around that time. We didn't know, we were hoping, Mob. We didn't know, because we were fighting with piano that year. We were in better. At least this year we can see that people are equalizing their music palette now. They're listening to more since Osama Imali did all of those songs for us. So now people are like, we might expect and be hopeful for a non-piano song to be a summer song. But you know what I was thinking? There's this song by Chico. Do you know the song? You know the song. You know the song. I can hum it. Na, 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 oh, by humming. Na 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 na. There's a song by Chico. If you know Chico, you'll know what I'm talking about. That song doesn't matter what your taste is, whether you like soulful house, whether you like deep house, whether you like amapiano, whether you like Afro. Everybody loves that song. Everyone. I actually did a survey. 5 out of 5 people love that song.
No, it's good.
But it's released early, so I was like, maybe this might be a nomination though.
Okay. No, I'm just happy to see Chico having success beyond Count Impela.
Count Beyond?
Count.
No, not that Chico.
Which Chico?
The producer Chico.
Okay.
The producer. I forget the name of the song because. Hold on, like I need to go find this song. Because everybody plays it. Oh no, not Chico. Coco SA.
You see.
Forgive me.
You see.
Hey, good. Coco SA, forgive me.
Yeah, you see.
Coco SA.
I'm out here thinking.
I never thought by Coco. Hey, do you know I never thought by Coco SA? Not even. Loves the track.
Yeah.
That song.
Yeah.
Everybody loves that song. Doesn't matter what your taste is, whether you like deep, Afro, whatever you like. I wish they could hear you, but they can't.
No, come say the comment. Come. No, just say it again.
Gino just walked in. He's about to play, but I want him to prove my point about that song.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song. I love it.
Yeah.
I never thought
that one.
When you told me that you
love me.
That's a beautiful song.
Everybody loves that song. Doesn't matter what your taste level is, whether you like deep Afro, whether you produce deep Afro, soul, deep, whatever it may be. Everybody loves that song. Everybody loves that song. So for me, I was like, maybe the song might just be it might be, but it was released too early for that. If it gets a nomination, I trust that people are going to be like, flip, yes. This is the song. But yeah.
My last question was about, you always love asking people about where are we sonically.
Oh, wow.
So now I can ask
now
you
can ask me
you the question of where are we sonically.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Now you can ask me.
Yes.
You know what? I'm happy, first of all, about where we are right now. I'll tell you why. You know, D'Africa Deep, when he pulled up on the pod, he said something that I didn't think about. He was like, you know what? I'm happy. Because now, what's happening with our music is that it's moving. It's moving to international heights. People are seeing us and they are looking at us in a way where we've never been looked at. And for a sound that we ourselves own and that is Amapiano. Shout out to Amapiano. Right now where we are sonically, I just mentioned it, we're at a point where we're equalizing. And that's what I always wanted to see. Yes, there can be one ruling genre, but now people are at a point whereby they're like, oh, you know what? We need a palate cleanser now. We need some deep house there. We need some Afro house. We're loving the Afro take right now. And that's where we're at right now. We're at a point where people are open-minded to listening to anything. And I'm happy to see that. And if you agree with me, hit me up. If you don't, still hit me up. But that's where we are, and I can safely say that I'm happy with that. That we're at a point where we still have a bit of growth to do. Like, for instance, at the club, please stop doing this thing of scheduling back-to-back Amapiano sets. Like, no. But we're at a point right now where we can see it in the people. That people
gets the people going.
It does. But, there's such a thing called listener fatigue. And listener fatigue, I guess, is where some people are right now, where they're like, oh, I'm craving something new. I'm craving some deep house. I'm craving some artwork sounds. I'm craving some soul. I'm craving. Do you get me? So I'm happy that we're there right now. I really pray that we continue equalizing. I really just because I respect your ears. There's so much music that people don't know, and you really need to get acquainted to it. And the clubs and the DJs are not helping you out with that, because they're playing you the exact same thing, because they're feeling the pressure. The pressure is getting worse. They're feeling the pressure. So they're playing you the exact same thing. No one is diverting from the norm. So now we're getting to a point whereby us, who have been diverting from the norm, people want to hear that. People are starving for that. So let's give them that. So sonically, I'm happy at where we are. I'm happy with where we're going. Actually, I really am.
I know I said it was the last question.
I know, yeah. It happens.
I just have to, what do you call this? I know you listen to music beyond house.
I do.
And I know you like hip hop.
I really do. Guys, I listen to hip hop before my sets. Like, I don't listen to house before when I go to a show. I listen to hip hop when I go to a show.
Okay. So I guess it's just, mine is a quick one. What are you listening to?
Lucas Raps.
Okay. No, I listened to his latest project.
Yeah, Lucas Rap's latest.
Yeah, it's good.
There's no skips.
Yeah.
Lucas Rap's latest. On repeat, just so you know. Lucas Rap's latest. Lucas Raps, and I know I'm a big Aries fan. If you don't know, now you know. He also just dropped something, Headlines. But I'm still yet to listen to Headlines. But right now, Lucas Raps on repeat on the way to my gigs. Okay, awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was me on what exactly is happening on the streets musically, and what you need to be listening to, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to let you know what exactly you need to be listening to, just in case your eyes and ears are not on the ground. So you know what I've had to say to you today. If you like what I had to say, thumbs up for me, subscribe, press subscribe, thumbs up. Sign up for my notifications, you guys. We've got great content coming your way. Some of your favorite music producers and some educational music content coming your way. Sign up. This is our second last show for the year, and we're going to wrap up 2022 with a banger. Like I said, follow me on the socials at @Psy_JonesZA, just so you know what's happening everywhere when it comes to the Psy Sessions. And also the Psy Sessions website is coming out soon. Excited for that. But I don't want to do a long outro, besides the fact that it's all about the music. We talk, speak, eat, live, drink dance music here on the Psy Sessions podcast. So keep your eyes open for the website. Keep your eyes open for all the content. Keep your eyes open for all of the music. And my emails are open all the time for anybody who wants to hit me up with new music. Now that I'm mentioning that, another mentionable Gums Music. There's a record label called, I'm sorry you guys, sorry I forgot, another mentionable Gums Music. Shout out to Gums Music for hitting me up with some fire promos consistently from from Zo, I don't know how you pronounce his name, KGZOO, from Zo, to all of his other artists that have been releasing some fire music. Shout out to them. He also dropped an EP earlier on that I should be mentioning right now. But because I get them as promos, I never see their release dates. This was me signing out, but this was me signing out, but I can't do it right now without mentioning this guy's project. I cannot. I hope it is on streaming. Oh, no, it is not on streaming. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry that I mentioned some exclusives and some promos, something that you cannot consume yet. I'm so sorry for that. But, like, look out for him, Zo. Some really fire stuff coming from Gums Music, his record label. Shout out to you, Gums. Thank you so much for putting me on that promo list. By the way, the music that you're dropping is so fire. That Zulu package. Mwah! Ugh! That is Zulu package. Flip. It was lit. I'm sorry you can't consume it yet, but you will hear the music on. I'm planning on showcasing some of the music on this mix, on the live mix that I'm gonna drop soon, so you can at least hear it before you can consume it. So yeah, that was it. I'm done now. That was it. That was my last mentionable. That was my last mentionable. Okay, let me sign out. Cy Jones saying Cy Sessions. It's a wrap. Mwah! Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notifications button, leave me a comment, and also follow me on social media. Mwah!